Once upon a time, in the bustling city of Baghdad, there lived a young and adventurous sailor named Sinbad. He longed for excitement and riches beyond his homeland, so he set sail on a series of daring voyages across the vast seas. The first voyage, the island that wasn't on his first journey, Sinbad and his crew landed on what seemed to be a peaceful island. They built a fire to cook their meal, but to their horror, the ground beneath them began to tremble. The island was actually a sleeping sea monster. As it awakened, it plunged into the ocean, throwing Sinbad and his crew into the raging waters. Clinging to a floating piece of wood, Sinbad was eventually washed ashore on a distant land. A kind-hearted king took him in, and after gaining wealth and favor, Sinbad returned to Baghdad, eager for more adventures. The second voyage, the giant rock Sinbad soon embarked on another voyage. This time, his ship was wrecked by a violent storm, and he found himself stranded on an island filled with giant eggs. As he explored, he saw an enormous bird called the Roc, known for its incredible strength. Hoping to escape, he tied himself to the Roc's leg, and when the bird flew, it carried him over the ocean to another strange land. There, he encountered giant snakes, dangerous valleys filled with diamonds, and cunning traders. These traders helped him return home with great treasures. The third voyage, the cannibal king on his third adventure, Sinbad and his crew were captured by a tribe of cannibals. They were taken to the palace of a monstrous king who planned to feast on them. While his companions were devoured one by one, Sinbad pretended to be sick and refused to eat. Over time, he grew weaker and thinner until the cannibals lost interest in him. Seizing the opportunity, Sinbad escaped and found a nearby kingdom, where he impressed the ruler with his wisdom. After earning great wealth, he finally returned home. The fourth voyage, the old man of the sea restless once again, Sinbad set sail for another adventure. This time, he encountered a strange old man who asked for his help crossing a river. As soon as Sinbad lifted him onto his back, the old man locked his legs around Sinbad's neck and refused to let go. He was the dreaded Old Man of the Sea, a creature who enslaved travelers. Sinbad, using his wits, tricked the old man into drinking strong wine until he passed out. Then, Sinbad threw him off and fled, finding his way back to a ship that carried him home. The final voyage, the Valley of Serpents on his last and most perilous journey, Sinbad was stranded in a valley filled with deadly serpents and precious gems. The valley was so dangerous that no one dared enter, but Sinbad, with his cleverness, found a way to escape. He hid inside a large animal skin, and an enormous bird carried him to safety. Once again, he returned home with great treasures. After his many voyages, Sinbad decided to retire, enjoying the wealth and wisdom he had gained. He told his stories to anyone who would listen, reminding them that courage, intelligence, and determination could help one overcome even the greatest dangers. And so, the legend of Sinbad the sailor lived on, inspiring adventurers for generations to come.